Okay, looks like we're live.
Yeah, mine is updating.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I think we're live.
I think we are, yes.
Yes, I think we are live already. Yes, we are. I can see it here. Yeah, awesome. So good morning, Nick. How are you?
I am doing great, Paola. How are you?
I am very good. Thank you so much, Nick.
Good, good. So welcome everyone. This is Nick and Paola's breakthrough show on Facebook Live. My name is Nick Kadowski. I am a certified emotion code practitioner and also the owner of Cultivate Wellness here in Colorado.
Hello, hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Nick's and Paola Breakthrough Show. I am paolalcripoll, the owner of Paola Healing. I am an energy healer, certified emotion code practitioner that works in English and Spanish. And today I am very happy to be here with Nick doing this show. Do you want to tell them what's this show about, Nick?
Yeah, sure, Paola. So basically, we are two certified emotion code practitioners, basically helping people who want to release physical and emotional pain naturally so that they can get back to being the person that they love to be. And so basically what we're going to be doing is on this first show, we're going to be talking about toxic relationships. So if you're someone out there who feels like you're in a toxic relationship right now, whether it's maybe with a husband or a wife or a friend, or excuse me, or a coworker, or like maybe your boss, we're going to be talking about that. And also we're going to be talking about energetic cords that can be not beneficial between two people, contributing to that toxic relationship. And then also we're going to be talking about invasive energies and also boundaries as well.
Yes, and today is our first show. We think that this is a very interesting topic for you guys. It's the first show, and I think it's important to announce that every Sunday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, 12 o'clock Central Time, Nick and we are going to be here in this show together, talking about different topics and helping people with the topic of our show. He will choose one volunteer to work with, and I will choose another volunteer to work with.
Yes, that is the plan. And I think it's going to be a great show. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, yes.
That's our number one aim, is to have fun, right, Paola?
Exactly. Our friends that are here and are watching this show live, it will be very nice if you say hello in the comments so we know who is here. And if someone that I know that a lot of people will see the replay, also you can say hi for us so we know that you have watched our show. We will appreciate that so much.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, if you want that Nick and I we will work with you, it's something important that we will need. You need to write in the same message your name, and also you need to write your age. Why we need your name and age? Because that's the way that we're going to connect with you. It's like the Wi-Fi connection. So it's the way that you are giving us permission. And from the people that will write, Nick will choose one and I will choose another one. So Nick, what do you think if we start, if I start?
Yeah, that sounds great,
Yeah,
Paola.
I think we have people already here watching, yeah, so we can start.
Yeah.
Okay, so number one, talking about toxic relationships. That could be any kind and any type of toxic relationship. As Nick says, it could be a toxic relationship with your actual partner, with an ex-partner, with boss, with mom, with dad, with the teacher at school, etc. Well, number one, that is a suggestion, is the heart wall. I will not go deep in the heart wall because Nick and we will do a special show talking about the heart wall. But the heart wall, when we build a heart wall affects 5 areas in our lives. And I will talk about the third area. But first, I will very quickly tell you what's a heart wall. When we talk about heart wall, we don't talk as the heart as an organ. We talk about an energetic heart. It's a heart of energy that, of course, we have here. According to Dr. Bradley Nilsson, the person who has wrote the book of the motion code, the person that has developed this energy healing modality that is the motion code, he says that 90% of the people has a heart wall. You can born with the heart wall, or you can develop the heart wall. What's the heart wall? Why we build the heart wall? Have you experienced, or you know someone that has experienced like something really painful in their lives that they or you feel that your heart wants to break in pieces? Well, I'm sure you have. When you feel that, for example, if you are in a relationship and you experience, let's say, betrayal, perhaps that hurts so much and it goes so deep that you are going to build the heart wall. And in the heart wall, you build different layers of emotions, different layers of different trapped emotions you build here. So when you have the heart wall and you have some emotion, let's say that you're born with the heart wall, and you have some emotions there, then you're like a magnet because it's easy to trap more emotions around the heart wall. The heart wall needs to be clean. When we work with people and we clean the heart wall affects 5 areas in your life. And really, really believe me, it's a wonderful change. Very fast, I will only mention the 5 areas, but I will go more deep in the third one. Number 1, if you have a heart wall, perhaps you are experiencing low energy or low immune system, or also is connected with other area in your life that is your mission in life. Perhaps you haven't found your mission in life, or you have, but you don't follow your life mission from your heart. You follow from here. Number 3 is the sensitized heart, that I will talk about that. Number 4 is the love language. And love language is the love language that you can have with your partner, with your mom, with your kids, with everyone. And number 5 is related with abundance. So what's the desensitized heart? And why I'm talking about the sensitized heart and toxic relationships? To have a desensitized heart, perhaps you know someone that has the sensitized heart. The sensitized heart is this type of people that they can't feel the emotions. They can't feel love. They see it, but they don't feel it. And also at the same time, it's difficult for them to give love, to show love. Well, why you can have, I say that the sensitized heart is this type of people that sometimes we can say that the heart is made of stone. It's like that because they don't show love, and at the same time they see the love but they cannot receive love. Why people can have a desensitized heart? Well, it could be that desensitized heart is created because toxic relationships and because codependency. Why codependency? I will give you an example of codependency. Let's say that is, and I will give an example of codependency in a relationship, male and female relationship. Let's say that is a male and female relationship, and then the male is receiving a lot of abuse from the female, or the female is receiving a lot of abuse from the male. So what happened? They end the relationship, but they develop something that is addictive heart energy, that they need to go back together in the relationship. And I'm talking about abusive relationships. It can be like physical abuse, emotional abuse, or sexual abuse. And always the man will go back with the woman, or the woman will go back with the man. Well, of course, they become professional heart builders. But they develop this addictive heart energy that I believe that a very easy example to understand what's this addictive heart energy is like, for example, let's say someone that is addicted to heroin. That person needs the heroin. And when the person don't take the heroin, what that person will feel? Perhaps some anguish or some desperation or some anxiety, and then will take it again. But when the effect will pass, that person needs a little more. So it will take a little more. So the addictive heart energy is the one that makes you go back to the relationship, and you don't see all the abuse. You don't feel all that abuse because you have a heart wall. And then what happens sometimes when they completely finish the relationship, that some people can experience some kind of panic attacks. Some people, perhaps they feel that they want to kill themselves, or they just say it, oh my God, I want to die. I don't want to live. What am I going to do without this person in my life? I know that you understand what I mean. And I know that you know someone that has experienced that. And well, the other thing that I want to talk about is about energetic cords. You can develop an energetic cord. An energetic cord, the way that I describe, is like a link of energy that attach you with another person. And it's the same. You can have a cord, an energetic cord, with your spouse. And I'm talking about unhealthy cords with your spouse, with your wife, with your boss, your ex-boss, with an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, etc. So these cords can cause people get irritated very easily with each other. Also, they create codependency in relationships. What I have seen, this is my experience, and when I work these topics with people, what I have seen is that there is some people as well, men and women, that they feel some way connected with the next relationship. And sometimes I'm talking about a next relationship that has passed 10 years ago or more. And they say that sometimes that person comes in the mind that they still have memories with the person. Definitely they have this energetic cord with the other person. Also, I have seen, when I work with relationships, I have seen these males or females that they repeat the same pattern, that they have been in an abusive relationship, what was a lot of anger, sadness, betrayal, abandonment. And then they exit the relationship and they feel that they found a new person, they start a new relationship, and the pattern keeps repeating. That's what I have seen. Well, unhealthy cords, according with Dr. Brad Nilsson, unhealthy cords, the most common unhealthy cords that I have found, they go, for example, they go brain, is a brain to brain cord. This is an energetic cord that of course is a stripe of energy that you cannot see it, but it has an attachment with the person that you have it. And you develop at a certain age in your life. So it could be like a brain to brain cord. Also, it could be a neck to neck cord, back to back cord, navel to navel cord, gut to gut cord, genitals to genitals cord. All those, and could be more, are unhealthy cords. The cord that is healthy, and this a healthy cord, is the one that goes heart to heart. The heart to heart cord is this cord that a mother can have with their kids, or if you have a beautiful relationship with your spouse or with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you can have a heart-to-heart cord. We recommend, this is important, I will add this because I have seen, if people know this, they will do it because you know, but really a lot of people, they don't know that. When you start a new relationship, or when you are in a relationship and you feel that you are with your soulmate or with the perfect person that is your other half, also we suggest to clean your heart wall. Why? Because you have emotional baggage and the other person also has emotional baggage. And I describe it like this. You start a new relationship and you have a backpack here in your back that is hanging with all this emotional baggage, that it's very possible that you have in that emotional baggage energetic cords, energetic attachments, unhealthy cords with other people. You need to release that. And the other person as well. They carry a backpack with all this emotional baggage. So that's the reason we recommend to clean the heart wall. And well, today I will be I will be working with one volunteer that wants help. I will check if you have some kind of energetic cord with another person, and I will be very happy to assist you, and I will be very happy to release it. Only remember, write in the comments, tell me your age and tell me your name, and we will be very happy to help you. And Nick is going to talk about boundaries also.
Yeah, and also Paola, I'll just add one thing about the heart wall. What I find is that with people that have a heart wall, they have a difficult time with letting go of their past and moving forward. Because when you have those trapped emotions that are like built around the heart, anytime that you want to move forward, you're literally like feeling those trapped emotions in your body 24 hours, 7 days a week. So when you want to move forward in your life, whether it's getting into a new relationship or letting go of an old relationship, you might bump up against those trapped emotions in your body of fear or rejection or disappointment or frustration or low self-esteem or whatever it is. So that's why it's also really important to like clear, get your heart wall released.
Exactly. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, completely true. Yes, of course. I don't know if you want to talk a little about the, let's see. Oh, we have here some comments. I have not seen them.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with them as you're talking.
Yes, we have a Jennifer here, Nick. Yeah, she says that Jennifer says I'm here with 3 others watching. Hello, Jennifer. Oida is also here. Jennifer asks, can this be passed on children's? Oida says, my cord needs to be cut and been needing to cut for 14 years. Yeah, I will choose a volunteer, of course, Oida, to work with. Jealousy. Cindy also is here. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Megan. How are you, Megan? So I think I'm gonna choose one volunteer. I'm gonna muscle test and I will see who I'm going to work with, Nick.
Yeah, sounds good, Paola.
Let's see. We have Jen here. Oida. Yeah, can you tell me your, yeah, 54. Thank you, Oida. And let's see. Jen is 44. Cindy also. Okay, let's see, Cindy. Cindy, 63 years old. Yeah, wonderful. So I will have a moment of silence to ask help from the creator, and then I will muscle test, and I will ask myself, and I will ask who's the person that I'm going to choose to work now. Okay, so. Okay, let's see. It's going to be Oida. I'm going to work with you, Oida. That's the volunteer that I'm going to work with. Oh, Cynthia! Hello! I'm so happy that you are here, Cynthia. Hello, hello. So I have choose Oida already, Nick. I'm gonna start working with her. I will do it in silent, and then I will tell her what I have released.
Sounds good. So as Paola is working with you, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about exactly what the emotion code is. So the emotion code, it was developed by a chiropractor, Dr. Bradley Nelson, many, many years ago. And Dr. Bradley Nelson is still with us, which is really awesome. And what he found as a chiropractor is that when his patients would come into his chiropractic office, and they would be struggling with physical pain or emotional pain, that the main root cause of their pain is what he called trapped emotions. And so a trapped emotion is basically a ball of energy about the size of your fist that you'll get stuck or trapped in your body due to a past stressful or traumatic or overwhelming experience. So, when we go through something like that, our body is basically focused on survival. And so, because of that, we oftentimes don't feel all of the emotions that we're going through in that experience. And so, if we can't release those emotions or fully process them, then they have to go somewhere in the body and they can get stuck or trapped in the body. And then, like I was saying, those trapped emotions, they're basically just kind of hanging out in your body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when we have these trapped emotions, one of the reasons it's so important to get them released is because your body will see these trapped emotions as interference. And they'll throw your body kind of out of whack, like out of balance. And so with trapped emotions, your muscles can pick up on these trapped emotions, your bones can, your organs, your glands, your chakras, your meridians, your fascia or your connective tissue can hold on to these trapped emotions as well. So the more trapped emotions that you're able to release, then you are able to start to really just let go and get rid of your emotional baggage, and everyone has emotional baggage. I have emotional baggage, Paola has emotional baggage, The good thing is that, we have tools like the emotion code to identify this emotional baggage and get rid of it literally in a couple of seconds, so it doesn't have to stick around with you for years and years and years. Now, Dr. Bradley Nelson, what he did was he created this chart. I hope you guys can see it here. It's the emotion code chart. So it's 60 possible emotions that you can get stuck or you can get trapped in your body. So when Paola is doing her work right now, what she's doing is she's using this emotion code chart and finding which specific trapped emotions are causing non-beneficial cords. And then once she finds that trapped emotion, she's finding around what age that person trapped that emotion. And then when she swipes her hand over the top of her head, she is releasing that trapped emotion. So, one of the things that I find interesting about that emotion code chart is that stress is not one of the emotions on that chart, you know? So when people say, oh, I'm under a lot of stress, well, yeah, that falls under the umbrella of one of those or more of those trapped emotions on the emotion code chart that they're really, really feeling. And so with the emotion code, we're also connecting with the subconscious mind, which it's kind of like a computer. Basically, it records everything that you have done. So in the case of chords, for example, it knows exactly how many chords you have, where those chords are, what they're attached to, and what specific trapped emotions are holding those chords in place. So
Yes,
basically,
Nick.
short
So
formula.
yes.
Okay.
So I work with Oida and Oida. I found that you have developed a chord when you were 31 years old. This chord, remember that I have explained that the only chord that is a healthy chord is a chord that goes heart to heart chord. The other type of chords are unhealthy chords. So I found an unhealthy chord when you were 31 years old. You have developed this chord, and this chord it has an attachment, is linked to a male. This chord is a chord that goes genitals to genitals. Remember, they can be different type of chords, neck to neck chord, back to back chord, organ to organs chords, etc. This is the one I found. Remember, something that is beautiful about emotion code, and I really love, is that we don't need to know the story. We work with symptoms, so we don't need to know the story. I found this energetic chord that you were having when you were 31 years old, but Nick and I, we don't need to know the story. I'm sure that it's going to ring a bell on you, and you will know who's the person that you were energetically connected. And also I have released for you, because I found some Harwell trap emotions. I will tell you, I released Harwell trap emotion of grief when you were 24 years old. This Harwell trap emotion is related with a male that is not a male from your family. Remember that grief, Oida, is this type of emotion that we feel when someone that we love so much passed away. Is this type of pain that we feel in the heart. So it could be that someone has passed away when you were 24 years old, or you felt that type of pain when you were 24 years old. This is related with a male. Then, and this, remember, the Harwell trap emotion, because I muscle test and I ask if you have a Harwell. Yes, you have. So this Harwell of grief is one of the emotions that is part of the Harwell. Then the other one I found in your Harwell is indecisiveness. Indecisiveness at 24 years old, also something related with a female that is not a female from your family. And I will remember you. What's indecisiveness? Indecisiveness is, I explain like this, is kind of, I want to travel to Paris and Spain. What shall I do? I travel to Paris? No, perhaps to Spain. Or shall I eat an apple right now? No. Oh, perhaps a banana. For me, that is the easy way to explain indecisiveness. So it seems that you were feeling indecisiveness, very strong indecisiveness when you were 24 years old. So let's see, I found also a Harwell of despair. A Harwell of despair, Oida, when you were 22 years old. So perhaps this will resonate with you and it will ring a bell. What you need to do now after this was clean? Well, nothing. You need to drink water. Yes, of course, it's important to be hydrated. As practitioners, we need to be hydrated. And also, I recommend always my clients to drink water, to be hydrated, because it's important. Always I say that there are some processing symptoms that people may feel. Always when I muscle test, I ask if it's safe. I mean, I do it in silent, but always I ask if it's safe to release the emotion. And I put my intention that all this energy that you are going to release, you will release it, and everyone, with love, peace, and harmony. That's the intention that always I put. But always, it's important to say the people we work with that there are some processing symptoms. People sometimes can feel like kind of headache, but it's normal. Or they could feel, sometimes they can feel like a little or a lot of anxiety or pain or discomfort. Or if we work, let's say, with lower back pain, perhaps the pain will increase. So please be in contact with me and you tell me how you feel, because for me it's very important that people give me back. So thank you so much for allowing me to work with you, Oida. So Nick, if you want, you can tell them about boundaries.
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to talk to them about boundaries. So,
Okay.
okay, so we all have an energetic field around us, and this energetic field is basically our boundaries. And ideally, we want these boundaries to always be at 100%. So, in the case of a toxic relationship, oftentimes that boundary it can be invaded, you know. And so when that boundary when it feels invaded, then we might take things personally. We might become really hurt. We might feel like we just want that person out of our space, so that we can be in our own energy. So when we have strong boundaries, we are able to stand up for ourselves. We're able to say yes when we really want to say yes. We're able to say no when we really want to say no. Also, when we have really strong boundaries, we are able to kind of stay in our own little energy bubble, and we're going to be less susceptible to the negative comments and negative attitudes of people in our environment. And I think what's most important is that when we have strong boundaries, we're able to be our own authority. So, what I mean by that is that we're able to trust our own thoughts. We're able to make decisions for ourselves, and we don't have to go to someone else and say, hey, do you think I should do this, or is this a good idea, or what do you think? Again, it's like we implicitly just really trust ourselves, and we trust our own decisions, and we trust our own judgment. So the other thing that I'm going to talk to you about is invasive energies. And when we're in a toxic relationship, um, we can sometimes get invasive energies. And basically, what they are energies that are sent from someone into our energy field. And it's like a very negative energy that will stay stuck in our body or stuck in our energy field, causing it to go out of balance. So when people send these invasive energies, whether it's through anger or hate, or maybe there's a grudge, or maybe you have like a really bad disagreement with someone, when they send these invasive energies, oftentimes they don't even know that they're doing it. So it's often done at a subconscious level. And so I'm sure you all have heard the expression stabbed in the back, right? Well, you know, that actually does happen on an energetic level. And so when we have these invasive energies, or if we are in a toxic relationship, it can be very normal for these boundaries for our energetic field to develop holes or tears or rips. Now, when we have those holes or tears or rips, like what happens? Well, a number of things. Number one is that we're going to feel more susceptible to what's going on in our environment. Number two, we are going to be literally leaking energy throughout the day. So that might make us feel like tired or wiped out for some reason. So in the case of a toxic relationship, if your energetic field has holes or boundaries, you just might feel wiped out. Like you might not feel like you might not want to like fight anymore with the person. You know, like you just don't have the energy to do it because, like I said, your energetic field has these holes and has these boundaries, or I'm sorry, has these holes or tears or rips. That's what I meant to say. Another thing is when we have these holes or tears or rips in our energetic field, it can make parts of our body stressed or underactive. So, for example, if I have a hole or an energetic field around, or if I have a hole or a tear or a rip in my energetic field around my abdomen, for example, that might contribute to digestive problems. It might contribute to my solar plexus chakra, you know, being out of balance. That hole might allow a cord to come into that area of my body. So that's the other thing is when we have a strong boundary or a strong energetic field, that is going to prevent us from getting these non-beneficial energetic cords, these invasive energies, and it's going to prevent us from taking on and constantly feeling other people's emotions. So if that is making sense to you guys, go ahead and type in the comments and let me know.
I have seen, Nick, that it has ring a bell with Oida because she knows who's the person with. I mean, we don't need to know that. That is what I say. We don't need to know the story. But of course, she knows that cord that was cut with the person that she was having it. And, you know, it's another person here. I wanted to tell you, and I wanted to tell the people that is here, because it's something I valorate so much, you know, it's Dinora. She is a person that she follows me in Instagram, but the awesome thing of Dinora is that she has 3 kids. Roberto is 9 years old, then is Ricardo. I think Ricardo is 12 and Santiago is 16 years old. But I will tell you that the 3 kids that she has, they watch the show I do. I mean, they are so young, they are so small, and I appreciate that so much because I believe that more people in this world needs to learn this type of modalities, because more we are, more help we can give. So for me, really is awesome because are the most young followers that I have. So thank you so much, Dinora, for being here.
Yeah, awesome. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and choose someone to work with. And Paola, while you were working on IOTA, I was actually testing to see who it was best for me to work with.
Okay.
So, so Megan, Megan Lutt, if you're still on this show, I would like to go ahead and work with you So if you're still here, just go ahead and type yes in the comments so that I know, please.
Let's see. It will show up. It's because sometimes it takes some time.
Yeah. And if Megan isn't here for some reason, then I can choose someone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, yes, she's there. She's here.
okay.
She is here.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, Megan. So what I'm going to do for you is I'll be working silently just like Paola did. And I'll be testing you to see what percentage your boundaries are at. And then I'll be releasing, finding and releasing specific trapped emotions for you to bring your boundaries up to 100%. And then I'll also be testing you to see if you have any invasive energies and exactly where those are. And then again, doing the same thing and releasing the trapped emotions that are holding those invasive energies in place for you, Megan. So I'll be doing that silently. And Paola will be talking, I think you said, Paola, about the 7 keys of the
Exactly.
emotion code. Yeah, perfect,
Yes,
perfect.
yes, of course I will do that.
Okay, cool. And so Megan, what I'll do is I'll just spend a couple of seconds here just saying a little prayer for you that this is an awesome little session for you. And everyone on the show, if you want to take a moment of silence and say a little prayer for Megan as well, it would be much appreciated.
Oh, Dinora, this is very nice. Oh, hello, Santiago. Hello, Ricardo. And hello, Roberto. It's super nice that they are here. They're the young followers that I have, and I really appreciate that they like what I do. Okay, I will talk about the 7 keys, about the emotion code. When we work with emotion code, I will very fast, I will explain these 7 keys and how we work. So people that does not know or is the first time that they listen, they will learn. At the end of the show, we will do the announcement, but I have a permanently show that I do during the weeks directly in my Facebook page, that is Paola Healing. And also Nick Kidowski has a permanently show that he does every day in his Facebook page, that is Nick Kidowski. Nick and I, we will write our page here, because I mean, if someday we talk about something that is interested for you, you can see the show, because also during the shows we choose volunteers. But for people that is new and is listening for the first time, or perhaps people that will see the replay, then you will understand how we work. Well, number 1, we use the emotion code. The person who's developed the emotion code, as Nick and I, we said, is Dr. Bradley Nilsson. So this is the healing modality that we use. What we need to work with you? Well, to work with you, we need this. We need your permission. We need your permission. Your permission for us is your age and your name. With your age and your name, you are giving us permission to energetically connect with you and work with you. You, as a mom or as a dad, you can give permission to give with your kids. But for example, if your kids, because sometimes moms and dads, they say, oh, it's my kid, and that kid is 44 or 40 years old, well, you cannot give permission. The person as his own needs to give permission for that. This is my belief. I believe that when, for example, if I need to go to the dentist, is my free will going to the dentist. So I say, I need to go to the dentist, and I allow the dentist to check my teeth. And I will say, if the dentist will find a cavity, I will give permission to the dentist to fix my cavity. But imagine if I have a cavity, and now that I'm 46 years old and my mom decides or someone decides, oh, Paola, you need help, I will take you to the dentist, and I cry because I don't want, and the dentist will fill the cavity, will help with the cavity. For me, it's kind of that way. So for us, it's very important to have your permission. So because sometimes we want to help more people because we feel that the people needs help, but the person needs to give permission. You cannot say, oh, my sister or my brother or my spouse, I think or I believe that person needs help, so can you work? Well, I will not. Nick, I'm sure that also he will not. But if it's a family member that is, let's say, that is really very sick, it's in a coma, and that person at all, they cannot give permission. If it's your family, you can allow a light worker to work with that person. I want to tell a very short story that I have experienced some time ago. When I was becoming certified in the motion code, I was picking up volunteers. And then I found out that a lot of people, they wanted to volunteer, but they were working, and this is because people don't know, they were working the same issue with different energy healers. So I learned to ask the person, are you working this issue with another person? I mean, it's okay if you're working with other one, but then I will not work with you. Because for me, perhaps that's my belief, it's a lot of energy that different people put at the same time in your body for a specific area. So the permission is important. Then after the permission, how we connect with you? Well, we connect with you by proxy. Connecting by proxy is distance connection. How we do it? Well, we, of course, if we have your name and your age, with intention, we are going to connect with you. And this is a work that we don't do ourselves. That's the reason that we ask help from the Creator. We receive the help from the Creator. We ask for help, and that's the way that we are going to connect. That's the reason we do a small prayer before we start. It's a huge difference when we ask this help and when we ask for this light. Also, any person that we work with love, and we are thankful to work with that person. And then it's so beautiful when we make this connection to work. So this means that we connect in distance connection. So this is awesome because Nick and I and people that does the same that we do, I can connect with any person in the world. I work with person all over the world, also Nick. And we can do it because we connect by proxy. Of course, if you are here with me, I can work with you. Something important, also we can work with animals. We can work with persons, we can work with animals. Also, we can work with, for example, with houses and things like that. Also, it's possible to release the negative energy that a place can have. And what is after we connect, we need to know the severity from 0 to 10. What's the severity? Let me put here. Yeah. What's the severity? Let's say that we're talking about a lower back pain. So always I will ask, please tell me what's your severity from 0 to 10. 10 is that is very painful, that is very severe. 0, of course, you will never ask Nick or I for help because it's nothing. So to know the severity, it's good. So always we ask for severity to know what's the severity. And then how we do this work? Well, we muscle test. I gave a show last week about muscle test. I think it was Friday. If someone wants to learn more about muscle test, see that video that is in Paola Healing. I talk about muscle test and different techniques, how you can do it. When I start doing muscle test, I was using my body. And I was using the SWAN test that for all questions that I was doing, yes, when it's like a positive question, where the answer is yes, the body will move further. And then when it's like, for example, if I say Paola, my body will move further because it's true. If I say, is my name Nick, my body will move forward because that's not true. So if you want to learn more, also you can Google muscle testing or apply kinesiology. How I do it, I use my hands. I use the ring-a-ring method. For example, if I ask, my name is Paola, rings stay together, my name is Nick, no, they open. So we muscle test. And when we muscle test, well, at least I don't have like an angel here talking to me. Yes, we use intuition, and it's a lot of intuition that we develop. But I mean, I don't guess. As Nick told you, we use the emotion code chart because we entered your subconscious mind and we ask to your subconscious mind, what are the trap emotions? What's the energy that, let's say the lower back pain, what are the trap emotions that are contributing with that lower back pain? What are the underlying reasons, the underlying causes? And then muscle testing, your subconscious mind will answer us and we will find the emotion. And then when we find emotion, because your subconscious mind will tell us, we can release with our hands. In our hands, everyone, absolutely everyone, we have energy in our hands. We have a lot of energy here. So you can, perhaps you can make like this, and we use the governor meridian to release. Governor meridian starts here above the lip and goes in a straight line to the bottom of the spine. We use part of this meridian to release the motion. We can use our hand. For example, I use my hand a lot, but normally I use a magnet. Why normally I use a magnet? Because I believe that with the magnet I magnify, but if I don't have the magnet, of course I will use my hand, and with the hand is enough. If you use a magnet, you don't need any specific magnet. Any magnet will work. The magnet that you have in your fridge, that one will work awesome. So any magnet will help. And for normal trap emotions, we will sweep 3 times to release the trap emotions. When there are inherited psychic trauma and other ones, we will do it 10 times to release. This is the way that we release. So that emotion that is contributing and creating some physical discomfort, emotional pain, some blocks, we release like that. And after that, what you need to do, enjoy that you don't have the trap emotion or that energy anymore, and be hydrated, drink water. Well, I explained about the magnet before I show this. And then I explained also about being, is this one, a hydrated practitioner. Nick and I, you see that we are drinking water. We're doing the show, and always people that see our shows, they know we drink water because drinking water is important. And always I suggest people to drink water. So that are the 7 keys of emotion code.
Perfect timing, Paola. I just finished up working with Megan. So perfect timing on your part.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Megan. So let's see. When I worked with you here, I found that your energetic boundaries were at 19% out of 100. So I know that seems like really, really low, but that actually is pretty normal with what I find with people when I test their boundaries. So I found specific trapped emotions for you that were causing your boundaries to be less than 100%. So the first trapped emotion I found for you was overwhelm around the age of 20. So when both Paola and I test for ages, they can be plus or minus a year, pretty accurate. So it could be like age 19, 20, 21, for example. The next trapped emotion I found was worthless. And actually I found 2 of those trapped emotions around the age of 10. So whenever I find the same trapped emotion over and over, all that means is that we have felt that same emotion over and over, and it gets trapped in the body repeatedly. The next emotion I found for you here, Megan, was conflict around the age of 15. And then I also found what's called an emotional resonance. And an emotional resonance is where we feel an emotion so strongly that our whole entire body can be vibrating with that emotion, or sometimes a specific part of our body can be vibrating with that emotion. And what I found for you was that emotional resonance, it's an emotional resonance of fear that like your whole entire body is vibrating with. And I went ahead and released that for you. And then once I released all those trapped emotions, now your boundaries are at 100%. So that's really, really an awesome, awesome thing. And then I did find here that you did have one invasive energy right in the front of your solar plexus chakra. And so chakras, we have 7 main chakras. They help to govern and keep in balance our physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body. And our solar plexus chakra on a physical level has a lot to do with our metabolism and our digestion. And then on an emotional level, it has a lot to do with our self-confidence and our self-esteem. And so when the solar plexus chakra is out of balance, for example, on a mental emotional level, we might feel low self-esteem or like we don't have enough confidence, or sometimes we just might feel like we have a loss of our own personal power. So the trapped emotions that I found that were holding this invasive energy in place for you and causing your solar plexus chakra to be out of balance was anxiety, conflict, and 2 trapped emotions of shock. So once I released all those for you, Megan, then that invasive energy released from your solar plexus chakra, and your solar plexus chakra is now balanced. So I hope that that makes sense for you, Megan. I hope that this work helps you. And then the last thing that I did here, Megan, is I tested you to see if you had a heart wall. And when I test people for heart walls, I test to see how many feet thick their heart wall is. And I found your heart wall to be 2,100 feet thick. So again, sounds like a lot, but pretty normal with people that I work with. So I would really recommend that you get that heart wall released. Once you do, I'm pretty confident that things will really shift for you in a positive direction.
I want to add something about the heart wall, Nick. Thank you so much. Because sometimes people, they wonder how they can clean the heart wall. I will tell you, of course, if you know how to use the motion code, you can do it yourself. I mean, you know the procedure and you can release your heart wall because or you can learn how to do it yourself. But at the same time, I want to tell you, who's the people that can clean your heart wall and can help with that? According to the Discover Healing page, that is the page of Dr. Brad Nilsson, we are in the world only around 5,000 people that we can clean the heart wall. And those are emotion code certified practitioners and body code certified practitioners. So if someone wants to clean the heart wall, you can do it yourself if you learn, or you can work with your practitioner if you have a practitioner, or if you don't have a practitioner, Nick Kidowski will be very happy to assist you, and also I will be very happy to assist you. So we are almost over the time, Nick.
Yeah, time flies quickly when you're having fun, Paola?
Yeah. I want to say thank you so much for everyone that is here. It means a lot for us. We appreciate that so much because it's our first show. We're going to have so much fun in the other shows. And this show is allowing us to work with more people, to hear more people, and to work in different topics. Remember, every Sunday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, 12 Central Time, Nick Kidowski and I, we're going to be talking about different topics in this show, that the name of our show is Nick and Paola's Breakthrough Show.
Yeah, and thank you so much, guys, for the hearts. You're awesome. We really, really appreciate it. And for next Sunday, the topic is going to be letting go of fear. So, I think with everything going on right now in the world, a lot of people are not only feeling their own fear, but they're also taking on kind of like the collective fear of everyone else. And, what I want to say about that is that you don't have to hold on to this fear. You don't have to let it hold you back, from living your life and from just really, following your purpose and doing what you want to do. So on next Sunday's show, Paola is going to be talking about the different organs that can hold onto fear and how fear can imbalance those. And then I'll be talking about the different chakras that can hold onto fear and how that can specifically affect those chakras. So if you're someone out there who is currently dealing with fear, or if you know someone who is in a lot of fear, then you're definitely going to want to be on the show, because there's going to be really some great information that will be able to help both you and them.
Yeah, and well, if you want to contact us, you can do it in this page. Now at the end of the show, I will write my page if you want to see my page, and Nick will write also his page if anyone wants to contact him directly and see his page. Nick and I, we offer an introductory session normally for people that is the first time that they want to experience the emotion code. So feel free to contact Nick and to contact me, that we are going to be very blessed and very happy to assist you and assist everyone.
Yeah, so thank you very much, everyone, again, for being on the show, for taking part of your Sunday out to just kind of watch us do what we do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
So,
oh, go ahead, Paola.
no, go.
No, I wasn't going to really say anything. Go ahead.
I was going to say thank you so much and goodbye for everyone. And Nick, thank you so much for being partners in this show.
Yes, thank you, Paola. It's a great start to many more shows.
Yes, of course, yes.
All right, everyone. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.